Good evening, parents, and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Miss Alvarez, and I am your child's social studies teacher. My contact information is on email, telephone number, extension, Remind app, and Google Classroom. Let's go ahead and get started with this particular adventure. The classroom expectation. Your student is expected to bring the planner that was given to them by the school. The planner is very important because that gives your child an opportunity to write down what we are doing every single day and be able to reference what is due, when is it due, and what we will be doing throughout the day. So the student will be writing what is on the board, everything that is written in black. This allows them to see the whole picture and see what is important for specific assignments. While they are working on their planner, that gives me an opportunity to do some housekeeping, as they say. I can take attendance. I'm able to walk around and see the assignments that are due and able to stamp the assignments as complete. Every assignment that we do in my class is numbered and it does have a title. At the end of each unit, we will be putting all of that unit together, stapling the unit, and actually turning it in. It is very important, very crucial that they put their assignments into their folder that is labeled history or social studies. This is a perfect way for them to make sure that the assignments are taken care of, they're not wrinkled, and they're able to turn them in without losing any paper at the end of each unit. It also gives them the responsibility. On Mondays, every Monday, we have what is known as AR Monday. Monday has been assigned for the social studies department. The child or student needs to bring an AR book at all times. That day is the easiest 10 points that they will receive. All they have to do is read. If they don't have an AR book on that day, they will be getting an AR question for that week. So for the day without an AR book, they would receive a 0 for the day. But they have the opportunity to make up that 0 by answering the AR question, which would be due on Friday. And once they turn that in, it will replace the 0. During the time that the students are reading, it gives me an opportunity to call students up that are missing assignments or they have to make up a test or a quiz. So that opens the window for them to be able to read for 25 and 30 minutes and be able to complete the 20% that they need to cover for their English class. So it is a win-win situation for both. So it's very important that your child brings an AR book every single Monday. Classroom assignments. 50% of their grade is classroom assignments. So as I mentioned, they have a folder where they will be storing their assignments. We will be creating packets for each of the units, and the student is expected to complete the packet on time and to keep all of the assignments for that unit together. A stamp will let you know if you are looking through the folder to see if the assignments are being complete. A stamp will let you know that the assignment was complete and on time. I will be receiving a packet at the end of the unit where I will let it air out for a week and then, or for 3 to 4 days at the most. If there's anything that needs to be revised, it will be given back to the student and they will be given a week to revise anything that needs to be revised. Tests and quizzes is also 50% of the student's grade. We do go with specific information from their packets. Before the test, we go over it. We also play a review game before each test so that it stays fresh in their mind. And I've noticed that when we play review games, they're very competitive and it really does help the student remember specific and important information. If your child is absent, this is very important. They need to let me know, or you need to let me know through email that they will not be there the day of the test or the quiz. And that way I can make arrangements for them to be able to take the quiz or the test when they come back to school. Any A's on tests, I do allow students to pick where they want to sit, but I do not give retakes on the test. We do, as I mentioned, we review specific information so that it helps them on the test. Google Classroom. We use Google Classroom a lot during distance learning. And so this time around, we'll be using Google Classroom primarily for communication and secondary sources. Will be a lot of the assignment will be given in their folders, but Google Classroom materials could be added to that where they can always go back and reference. So it's a great communication tool also, but it's a great way to not bog down the student with more papers where they can always click into Google Classroom, click on the material and have the information that they need. So we are not doing distance learning, but we are giving them a platform, if you will, where they can get the materials that they need. During distance learning, you had an opportunity to check your child's work. We're doing everything, as I mentioned, folders, units, packets. If we do end up going back to distance learning, you will have an opportunity to check your child's work through Google Classroom. Parents, emails, and parent view and student view. This is very important. Please make sure that you have a current email through our Synergy, or visit our office to give a current email. Because if I'm sending emails through our Synergy program, that will go directly to you. And if there isn't a current email, you would not receive emails from me. So I will actually put when packets are due, when they will have tests and quizzes as reminders. It's also encouraged to have the student view and the parent view to be able to check your grades or check your child's grades. If you don't have the app, you can always stop by our office and let them know that you don't have access, and they can walk you through the process. An exciting thing is happening. We have a particular platform known as Clever that's coming that we will be using. It's actually houses all the apps and resources that your child will be using in class. It'll have Study Island, it'll have their AR, it'll have their Google Classroom, and it even will have, as it mentions, you see the purple square, our TCI online history textbook. So students don't need to have the book at home. They can log in, which we will help them create their account and log in, and they can use the online textbook for any assignments that they work at home. So this is very important. It's actually, it houses everything. So it makes it so much easier. One click and everything is there. So it's very, very exciting. A reminder, first progress report, September 18th. I do ask that you encourage your child to participate. Very important. Participation is key. That's a way for me to check for understanding, if they understand the material. And even if what they're answering is partially or not correct, it is always a way to redirect and give them the correct information. So it's very important that they participate. And during class, when they participate, they will receive an extra credit stamp, which it's always great to have. Think of it as money in the bank for them, at least in the class. Make sure that they complete and turn in all work on time. When extra credit is offered, it's always important. In assignments, we do include some extra credit that the student can do. It's always nice to complete that extra credit. As I said, the extra credit stamps, it's money in the bank. Extra credit on assignments, it's currency, parents. So it's very important that they go beyond the assignment and do the extra credit, and it's always used properly. Once the packets are graded, They may be given a week to revise it. So it is up to the student. If they revise it, it'll half a point can be added to each portion that is revised. If they choose not to, after the week is done, we have moved on to the next assignment. So it makes it very difficult to go back because then it's very confusing for the student. And I also ask that you encourage your child to study for tests and quizzes. Very important. Lastly, let's do our part. And as I tell the students, let's make sure we wear our masks properly. We're using the hand sanitizers. We're washing our hands. And if they are feeling ill, have them stay home. Give their body an opportunity to rest and heal up. We want to make sure that we stay open. That is the most important thing. We stay open, so we encourage that everything that needs to be done is done so that we can stay open. Also, parents, I don't know what I don't know. So please email me if your child needs help, or if the student has not emailed me, you can email me. If they're having internet issues and they can't complete an assignment, also let me know. It's always good to know. And if the student, if they have no access, but you can email me through your phone, please do that. That way I have an idea what's going on. I do have 175 students, so it's always good to send me an email. And as soon as I get it, I will try to answer, or I'll try to answer within the hour. So I do ask that after 7 o'clock, I may not answer emails. Would like to enjoy dinner, and I would like to go to bed early. So that way I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed the next morning. So I appreciate everything that you do. I know this is a partnership. You and I are there to help your child succeed and move on to the next level. I thank you for your time. Wish you a wonderful evening, and hopefully I will be hearing from you soon. Thank you.